Okay, I'd now like to introduce our second speaker for today. The theme for this session is Designing the Future Marketplace, Standing Out in an Age of E-Commerce Giants. I'd like to introduce onto the stage Marina Khanayeva, CEO of Joom Solutions.
Hello, everyone. I'm super excited to see you all here after last night party. I think it was difficult to wake up this morning. So my name is Marina Khanayeva, and today I'm going to talk with you about a very important topic, how to stand out in an e-commerce competition amongst big giants. So before Joom, I used to work in PwC, Danone, and financial institutions, so I have quite diverse experience. And right now, I work in Joom Marketplace. And I came to Joom 5 years ago, and that time, Marketplace had some challenge with unreliable logistics. Joom is a very, global company. And we had unreliable logistics because merchants used to choose their own logistics services. And as you may know, they always chose very cheap ones. So we had lots of refund rates, and we had to return money to consumers. So since then, our logistics ecosystem is quite wide, and we embrace more than 50 destination countries. And we have more than 11 origins worldwide, and we partner with more than 70 logistic partners, and some of them are here in this audience, which I'm very pleased to see. Since then, I'm leading a new direction here at Joom Solutions, and we are very happy now to introduce this service to you, because now cross-border is accessible to any e-retailer or any marketplace to be global. So Joom Solutions provides our partners with product catalog and B2C logistics solution directly to the consumer. So today, I'm going to talk to marketplaces and to find out what are the main competences of marketplaces in the future. And I think that this will be also very interesting to logistic partners, because e-commerce players are your main clients. Well, e-commerce is penetrating our lives, and especially after COVID, we're used to use online solutions, online retail, even in those categories which were not so usual for us to buy, for example, grocery. And let's see how big e-commerce now. So you can see that it's around $4 trillion USD this year. And interesting fact that worldwide, the average share of e-commerce from whole retail is around 15%, like in Germany. But interesting fact that in China, e-commerce share of retail is around 50%. And this means a big opportunity and potential for all the players in e-commerce to grow by 3 times in the near future. As this industry is very attractive to all the players, lots of new marketplaces appear, we know, and they involved into harsh competition with big cross-border giants like Temu, Alibaba, AliExpress, cross-border marketplace, and Shein. So for you to understand how big cross-border is, we can see at this page, and you can see here the top applications in last 5 months, top downloads, and you can see that Amazon, which is local marketplace, has several times less downloads than cross-border players. To convince you, and I think that you already know that, this is a map where Temu is the #1 downloaded application in the countries. So it's really, really huge. So let's find out why cross-border is so popular. What are the reasons? So first reason is that our consumers get an access to unlimited shelf, to unlimited product offer with a very low prices. The second reason for that is that logistic infrastructure is improving rapidly. When I came first to Joom 5 years ago, the average delivery time from mainland China to Europe was around 15 days, approximately. So now you can see my real order here from mainland China to Portugal, and it takes me 8 delivery calendar days to get it to my home. And in future, and it's very, very near, we will get these cross-border orders in 5 days or even in 3 days. That's a reality. And the third, which is very important argument here, is that the costs for most of the goods are much lower. So, for example, here you can see 2 print screens. The above one is the projector from one of the retailers in Portugal. And I can get this projector in, let's say, 3 or 5 days, depending on how fast our retailer will fulfill the order. And the second one is the price on the Joom Marketplace. And you can see that the difference is 40%. So in Joom, we know that E2E logistics is around 25–30% from GMV. And if we ship from B2B to C to put the products on the local fulfillment center, we will have much higher costs. Why? Because we need to pay expensive storage and fulfillment in the European zone. Second, we need to calculate risks, which is currency risk, inventories, and out-of-stock risks. So this is how it looks. And this will be a fact in the future, because anyhow, B2C direct logistics is cheaper than opposite. So, but at the same time, we know that economy of scale creates a barrier for newcomers to launch cross-border. For example, if you want to deliver in 8 days from China or from Singapore to Europe, you need to have your stock on the fulfillment center. And to have lots of assortment on the fulfillment center in China, you need quite lots of volumes and orders. And also fixed costs for warehouses will be spread around much more products. So if you are not sure in your volumes, it will be difficult to set up the fulfillment center. Second reason, and I think that my colleagues from logistics will confirm that only securing block spaces for 1 year or half a year ahead will guarantee you frequent flights and reasonable costs. So more volumes you have, faster logistics is. And the third reason is, of course, a lever for negotiation with your suppliers, which is obvious thing, I guess. So, okay, we can think about, okay, let's run to mainland China and try to develop supply chain. But what I want to say here that products and logistics are commodities. What does it mean? This means that in some years, everyone will have the same products and the same logistics level. So that is why, to solve this problem, and Joom Group mission is to make trade global trade easy and effective for everyone via technology. We decided to put on board the product which will help everyone to launch cross-border sales and to keep their competition game on the global scale. So again, Joom Solutions is a catalog of products which Joom Marketplace has, which is available to any platform in any country. And we also use our B2C global logistics to deliver those goods directly to the consumer. So, okay, imagine that you can have access to such products to via service providers. And you would ask me, so how we will spend our resources then? And here I want to talk about 3 competences of a marketplace which will help you to stand out in the competition. So first one is effective customer acquisition and retention. So it's a very important thing. It's difficult to argue, but it also will be a commodity because everyone has the same access to the same tools on the market. And now we know that Google Shopping prices raised by 2-digit, x2, because of the big player came into the market. So it's important to retain the user. And once you gain your user to your application, you have to do everything possible to keep this user and to make the purchase. And here you cannot go without big data management. I could write here AI because it's more clickable title, but I didn't do this because actually it's big data management. So why big data management is very important for e-commerce? Imagine that as an input, you have millions of products with millions of promo prices from your suppliers, and the challenge is to show your user the best deal ever and to make him to buy this product. So, and choosing those products from millions and showing them on the main page or in 3 scrolls in your application is very, very important thing. It may take lots of resources, manual resources, but it also can be done by data scientists. The third competence, from my point of view, this is the most complicated because it's about emotions. So people are irrational and they don't always go to those platforms where they can buy it cheaper. They want to feel emotions when they go to your platform. And this is what you have to build. So for example, if I'm bored and I want to buy some interesting goods, I go to Joom Marketplace. Or if I want to look trendy in a new top on a beach in Portugal, I go to Zara.com or ASOS to buy something trendy. Or if I want to surprise my kid and I imagine how he will be happy when I present him, I go to any other marketplace. So it's very important to understand that people strive to be a part of a tribe. And here you can see examples of tribes. Maybe you could guess what is the first company I meant here. Any ideas? Which one? Good idea. I meant here Patagonia, because they gathered together people who like active lifestyle, as you. And the second one is, I think that's obvious, colleagues who spoke yesterday, Lego, who are gaining people around the idea that you can learn through creativity. And is it the cheapest constructor? I don't think so. Yeah, but people, they feel that they are around some guys who think the same. The third one example is CrossFit. So people gain together to go over their limits. And what is the takeover from here? That user loyalty is the main asset of any e-commerce player, marketplace or e-retailer or D2C retailer. So, and there are 2 ways how we can manage cross-border sales and cross-border giants who came to the market. First, we can fight against, and this is what is happening by regulations. But on the other hand, you can move quickly, you can react and take advantage of this, because if users go to cross-border marketplace, this means that there is a value there. So you can onboard cross-border catalog from unique origins and satisfy needs of your customers. And meanwhile, while you do this, you could gain such competences as customer acquisition, data science, and building unique brand. So I have 3 ideas for you, which I want you to take from my speech. So first one, that future marketplace is a combination of cross-border and local delivery. You will not be able to provide your customers with unlimited assortment from local warehouses. So it should be a combination, and I motivate you to look at this point and to start to act. Second thought, that user loyalty is the main e-commerce asset, because let's imagine that in the future everyone has the same. How you differentiate yourself? You have your users who trust you, who feel some special emotions when they come to your platform, and you have to take advantage of that. And the third one is that data management is a key e-commerce competence, which is important to gain right now, because this will help you to move data and to increase your retention rate and conversions into purchases. So my name is Marina Khanayeva. I will be here for your questions and thoughts. And this is Scorecode. It's listened to my LinkedIn. Don't hesitate to write me and to share your thoughts about my presentation. Thank you very much.